Good morning. My name is Paola Patti, and my topic is the negative effects of teenagers' need to fit in. Adolescence is a crucial stage in life since it's a period of development, where teenagers prioritize the feeling of belonging and being accepted by others. The need to fit in and the pressure it creates causes physical and mental health concerns, negatively impacting people's lives. In the college board source from the stimulus through the tunnel by Doris Lessing, one can read the following. The English boy swam toward them, but kept his distance at a stone's throw. They were off that coast. All of them were burnt smooth dark brown and speaking a language he did not understand. To be with them, of them, was a craving that filled his whole body. In this text, we can see how the main character, a young boy, feels about a group of boys and his need to be part of them. To achieve this, he must participate in high-risk activities. And further in the story, we can see how he puts himself in danger just to achieve this. This leads to the question, to what extent does fitting in for teenagers affect their behavior in the 21st century? My argument is that fitting in for teenagers in the 21st century negatively affects various aspects of their lives, leading to a lower self-esteem, substance abuse, and the development of eating disorders. To begin with, during adolescence, teenagers' self-esteem tends to be lower, since they constantly compare themselves to others around them and feel dissatisfied with themselves because they believe they need to be more like them to be socially successful. According to Annette Barty from the Department of Psychology, Royal Holloway, University of London, individuals with higher self-esteem are more likely to think critically and make their own decisions rather than follow the ideas of others. An example that demonstrates the important role self-esteem plays in our lives is when Simone Biles decided to drop out of the competition for her mental health. She decided to show vulnerability despite knowing she would receive hate from people all around the world for her controversial actions. Other athletes would have continued in the competition due to the immense pressure they are put under. However, Simone's self-confidence allowed her to trust her judgments and withdraw. This demonstrates the importance of having and building a high self-esteem. Furthermore, the need teenagers feel to fit in with their friends may lead to substance use. Since they are more easily influenced and want to belong with their peers, they engage in dangerous activities, which may be consuming alcohol, drugs, and smoking, all of which have proven to lead to long-term and short-term negative effects. According to Sanjay Jumar Bankar from the Department of Applied Psychology, drug use has also been associated with overestimating normative levels of drug use, negative life events, and specific motivations of drug use, all of which have been linked to more problematic patterns. The majority of drug users begin smoking at an early age. They seek new thrills as they become older and eventually turn into heavy drug users. As mentioned earlier, this life stage is crucial since it's a period of development and acquiring the skills and knowledge needed later in life. To add on, teenagers who are part of a group that engages in substance use are more likely to take part in it despite the risks, since to determine if their behavior is correct, they compare themselves to others around them. According to Laricha Sin from Arizona State University, with repeated feedback from peer models that an activity such as smoking is normal and appropriate, teenagers may in turn internalize these ideas, resulting in more positive attitudes about smoking. As research has proven, one of the major factors of drug use is peer pressure. Peer pressure is when someone is encouraged to participate in an activity, regardless of how wrong it may be. In this graph by the AAC, we can see that 58.5% of students consumed alcohol and 47% used illicit drugs by their senior year of high school. Moreover, the need to fit in can lead to eating disorders. It has been proven that a lot of adolescents struggle with meeting the unrealistic ideals of beauty set by society, leading to a lower self-esteem and possibly the development of eating disorders. According to Carla Cristina Inez, with a master's and doctoral degree in public health at the University of São Paulo, body dissatisfaction often occurs among adolescents because of their transition period, which is characterized by rapid growth and development, as well as continuous changes in their bodies. Another of the dangerous activities teenagers may take part in to be accepted by society is harming themselves to have a perfect body. These specific individuals also report feeling more nervous, stressed, and depressed, causing a low quality of life. The media plays a significant role in this, as the statistics above suggest by the FHE Health, where it was found that 87% of women and 65% of men compare themselves to the content they see on the media. Using social media makes teens feel insecure, change their eating habits, and experience bullying by exposing them to unsafe content presenting unrealistic standards of beauty. According to Jacopo Procoli from the Institute of Neurological Sciences of Bologna, 59% of patients reported that using TikTok and viewing its content made them feel somewhat more insecure. 26.9% reported significant changes in their daily lives. 12.8% reported participation in at least one challenge related to the use of DSM. And lastly, 3.8% described that they were victims of episodes of body shaming while using the app. As mentioned earlier, teenagers are more susceptible to being negatively influenced, and by being exposed to social media and its unsafe content, they take part in activities that will harm their physical and mental health. These statistics prove that social media is a major factor that contributes to the low self-esteem of teens, and possibly the drastic measures they take to fit in. The conclusion I came to was that fitting in for teenagers in the 21st century lowers their self-esteem, which negatively affects their behavior, leading to substance use and the development of eating disorders. Thank you.
Sorry, no applause. All right, first question. What evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and why didn't you use it?
I found a lot of information connecting suicide rates to the need to fit in. However, I decided not to use this claim since I believe it's a very common topic, and I decided my other claims were stronger.
All right. And as you were going through your whole research, what questions kind of popped up in the process?
As I was going through my research, one question that popped up and I would like to know more about was what limits are being placed on the media to control the content that is presented to teens. Because as I mentioned in my presentation, it's a major factor that contributes to the low self-esteem of teens.